This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, a colorful and popular 3-division champion of the world, Hector Macho Camacho. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about... Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. He just split the guard with another uppercut. The straight right just misses. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
The straight right just misses. Away. Good counter punching. This fighter's always on their toes, trying to get their opponent rattled, get them off kilter, get them out of their rhythm.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Missed with that right uppercut. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
You're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching your every move, that every twitch.
That's another scoring shot. That jab won't score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Hector Camacho in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round? Here we go for round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
We wanted action, and they are delivering. Hand speed in these lighter divisions is always so impressive, but if you can sneak in a power shot every once in a while and sit down on a punch, that's where you separate yourself. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. straight right just misses. The courage on display here is incredible. Blistering hand speed from both of these outstanding lightweights.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
A very competitive round here so far.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice counter shot. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. They exchange punches. They are giving us a high-tempo show. Being thrown to the wind. Can't find a home for that jab. Nice counter. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Hector Camacho that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. And there's the bell to start round 3. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Beautiful counter punch. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Well, you know, in this division, you got to have speed and you got to have footwork. Oh my goodness! I want to see that one more time.
I've got to see that again.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
I need to turn this around halfway through.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice exchange here from both men. That left hook missed. Just missed with that hook. And that jab just missed with the left hand. Not the best 10 seconds to go. Talk about Robinson in that last round. They say no one knows a fighter better than their trainer, and this trainer is certainly considered. Back at it in round 4. They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
In this division, both fighters will constantly be on their toes trying to punch and counterpunch.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
No rest for the weary. Throws the jab, but does not score. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Solid punch. Two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightness.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Sugar Ray Robinson just got rocked. How is this fight still continuing?
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Hector Camacho. And a round that's... And there's the bell for round 5. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
I don't care how good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
He's up, but for how long? Look at her. On the heels. Look at, there's nothing there. There's no defense. The eyes are glazed. It just takes one more clear shot. A clean one. And he's out of there.
They both want a highlight reel knockout. Here we go with the lightweights. Get ready to see some blazing hand speed and fancy footwork.
Now This is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I can't believe it. They are giving up. And that will do it. This fight is over. They have given up.